We like to believe that technology is still just a tool, something we use, something we control, something that helps us move faster, work better, choose more efficiently. And on the surface, that seems true. Your phone suggests the best route. An app recommends what to watch. A platform decides what you should see first. A system filters what matters before you even notice it. And little by little, this starts to feel normal, convenient, efficient, harmless. But something deeper is happening. We are no longer asking machines only to help us do things. We are starting to ask them to help us decide. And that changes everything, because there is a big difference between using a machine to calculate a result and using a system to quietly shape judgment. At first, it feels innocent. Why not let software sort applications? Why not let an algorithm flag risk? Why not let a platform detect harmful content? Why not let automation optimize decisions faster than we can? After all, machines are quicker, more scalable, sometimes more consistent. And honestly, human beings are messy. We're biased, tired, emotional, distracted. So the promise is seductive. Let the machine handle it. But this is where the illusion begins. Because the moment a system starts influencing judgment, sorting human value, ranking importance, or filtering what deserves attention, it is no longer just helping us act, it is helping define what counts. And the more invisible that process becomes, the easier it is to say something dangerous. If the system decided, the algorithm flagged it, that is just how the model works. That is the moment human control starts turning. But chaos does not only appear in what amazes us. Sometimes it appears in a far more humiliating way. Look at a squirrel. It runs, it leaps, it lands. It calculates the world at astonishing speed. At first glance, it seems almost like a perfect biological machine. Every movement feels precise, natural, inevitable, and then it misses. A grip fails. A jump is slightly off. A landing betrays it. A fall. And this is where something important happens. Our instinct tells us that this is the moment to discard. The mistake. The awkward interruption. The point where the system stops working well. But for science, it is often the opposite. Because failure is revealing. When everything works, we only see the result. Something goes wrong, we begin to see the system. We see limits, margins of error, distance, friction, balance, reaction time, the ability to correct in motion. Failure is not valuable because it is beautiful. It is not valuable because it is funny. It is valuable because it is informative. The squirrel that falls shows us what the perfect squirrel was hiding. That living does not mean executing an immaculate formula. It means correcting continuously inside an unstable world. And then failure is no longer the shame of the system. It becomes its X-ray. So the real challenge of the future is not only technical, it is moral. Of course, engineering matters. Safety matters. Alignment matters. Design matters. But even perfect engineering cannot answer a question that is not technical to begin with. Who should be judged? Who should be trusted? Who should be forgiven? Who should be visible? Who should be excluded? Who should carry the cost when a system is wrong? These are not engineering questions. They are moral questions. And that is why the future will not be defined only by how intelligent our machines become. It will be defined by how much ethical responsibility human beings are still willing to keep. Because once we get used to saying the system knows best, something dangerous happens. We stop practicing judgment. We stop carrying doubt. We stop feeling the weight of difficult decisions. And slowly, without even noticing, we confuse efficiency with wisdom. But they are not the same. System can be efficient and still be cruel. It can be consistent and still be unjust. It can be intelligent and still be morally empty. That is why the deepest technological question is not, what can machines do? It's, what are humans giving up when machines do more of the deciding? Maybe the future will not be lost because machines become too powerful. Maybe it will be lost because people become too comfortable handing away the burden of conscience. And maybe real progress will depend on something much older than technology. It's not faster models, not smarter automation, not cleaner interfaces, but moral courage. The courage to remain responsible, the courage to question the system, the courage to say, no machine can take this decision for me without also taking something human away. Because the real danger is not that machines will replace us. It is that we may slowly choose to abandon the hardest part of being human: the responsibility to judge, to doubt, and to answer for what we decide. The future of technology will not be won by intelligence alone, but by the courage to remain morally awake.